And 109, letter C. I already kind of started it. On the lecture video I explained kind of about the form of the equation. So the 5 and the 4 gave me the center. So I drew a graph and I put the center at 5, 4. And then the minus sign tells me it's a hyperbola rather than an ellipse. The 7 tells me I'm going to go to the right by 7. So I went to the right by 7, made a dot. This tells me I'm going to go, well, right, it's right and left. And then this tells me to go up and down by 5. So I did that, made the dots, and then I drew in my square. And then you connect to the corners of the square. You go right through the center, and those are your asymptotes. And then you look, and A is actually the number. A is always going to be the bigger of the two denominators. So A was 7, B was 5. C, if you can remember, it came from A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So I did it right up here. A 7 squared was 49, and 5 squared was 25, and that made 74. And when I took the square root on my calculator, I got about 8.6. That'll actually help me find my focus, because I didn't put my focus in here yet. So I'm going to put the focus in. It's going to be 8.6 units to the right of the center. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'll be like right in here. That's my focus. I'm not going to label it because they're not really asking me for the focus, but I don't see any point for you guys finding C if you don't know what it's used for. So that's why I'm kind of showing you C is the distance between the center and the focus. So this C over here would be 8.6 units to the left of the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8.6, right? So halfway, somewhere in there like that. Those are the foci or foci. E, the orientation, well, since it's going out to the sides, the reason it's going out to the sides is because the A is underneath X. So it's going to cross the X-axis at some point. And so that's called horizontal orientation. So all these are answers that you should be writing on your paper, that because they're asking you these questions. I'm going to say horizontal orientation. So all these should be getting written down. E is 8.6, or you can say it's root 74. Oh, I forgot to tell you how to get E. So E, it's just C over A. So C was root 74 and A was 7, so that's C. All these little formulas are in your little blue boxes in your book. Okay, what are the asymptotes? So those take a while to get. They're going to be, the asymptotes are these dotted lines. And so you're going to get a y equals mx plus b for the dotted lines. My slope is it's kind of easy to find the slope. You can say I went up 4 over 5. I think that's true, isn't it? Did I go up 4 over 5? Wait, no, I went up. Well, let's look what I did from going from here to here. I went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I went up 5 and over probably 7, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I went up 5 and over 7. So that's going to be 5/7. So see, you can just make like a little slope triangle. This was 5, that's 7. Up 5 over 7. Or I guess you could probably just look right here, huh? That would be the up, that'd be the rise, and that'd be the run. 5 over 7. Okay. Now that's for this positive one. And B looks like it's at 0, but it might not be. So we're going to go like this. And we're going to do that thing where we put an x and a y in here and solve for b. So a nice x and y to use would be 5, 4, because they lie upon this line, right? So put in 5 for x and put in 4 for y. Well, that's 25 over 7. So now it looks like we'll be doing some fraction math. Subtract 25 over 7 on both sides. What's 4 minus 25 over 7, you say? Well, let's see, how many sevenths is that? That's like 28 sevenths, right? 28 sevenths minus 25 sevenths is 3 sevenths. And that looks about right, because, I mean, my drawing's not to scale. It looks, you know, kind of close to 0, but not really at 0. So my asymptotes, one of them is y equals 5 sevenths x plus 3 sevenths. I don't know if you can even read this small little writing, but there's that. So we did all that. Oh, I don't know if you could even have seen all that stuff that I just did. Basically, I plugged in x, I plugged in y, did my fraction math, did fraction math, and there's that. Now I have to do it again, because I have to find, there's another asymptote, and it's right, it's this one going this way. Okay, so this one, b, looks like it's going to be some bigger number up here. The slope is going to be, now it's going to go down 5 over 7. So it'll be, okay, and so we can do it just the same way that we just did over here. So we're going to plug in, I would plug in that same point, because that's a point that's on the line. So I would plug in for x, I would plug in 5. For y, I would plug in 4. So that gives me 5 times, that's negative 25 over 7. That's equal to 4. Now I have to add 25 sevenths. Well, we just found out a few minutes ago that 4 can be written as 28 sevenths. 28 sevenths plus 25 sevenths. 53 sevenths. 53 sevenths. Okay, so negative 5 sevenths. Now I know 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 8 is too big. So this is like 7 and something. You know, 7 point something. And that looks almost kind of right also. So there's your equation of your asymptotes, and I think that's all they asked you for, and that's good because we're kind of out of time on this one. I'm going to do one more video with letter E on it, and then that'll be it. Oh, you want all your answers are right in here. Plus, but you have to do the graph too.